This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on the South Today, close on 7,000 students take the stage at Otago Polyfest this week. Dunedin Secondary School pupils tune up for tonight's Otago Secondary School's Music Festival. And MP Claire Curran admits there may be more emails on her private email account. Kia ora and good evening, I'm Sophie Morris. Otago Polyfest is once again proving to be a record-breaking event, with nearly 7,000 participants set to take the stage at the Edgar Centre this week. And after 25 years of celebrating Polynesian culture, it marks a significant milestone for the increasingly popular event.
A snapshot of what's becoming one of the most significant cultural events on the southern calendar. Otago Polyfest is in its 25th year and continues to break records.
I think that you will have some senior secondary school students who would have started off when they were in early childhood and they've gone right through. But now we've also got grandparents, people who are grandparents and they performed in Polyfest and now their children are performing, their grandchildren are performing in Polyfest.
The event runs day and night for a full working week and is run completely by volunteers. Organisers say more than 10,000 spectators are expected through the doors over the 5 days, and after a quarter of a century, it's bound to bring back memories for some.
We have got now 150 groups performing this year. We usually had about 160 groups register, but as things happen and people aren't able to do it, so we landed on about 150.
Growing numbers have made the trip to Dunedin for the festival, with groups travelling from Oamaru, Cromwell and South Otago. Laufiso says it's important to keep celebrating Polynesian culture.
Well, I think if you think about Aotearoa being a Pacific nation, there's one thing. But the other thing too is that 25 years ago, when this event started, that's what brought together Māori performance and Pacific performance. And we've just stayed with that kaupapa.
Polyfest runs until Friday, with Thursday evening seeing the region's most accomplished secondary school groups take the stage. In Dunedin, the South Today.
A Dunedin mother has come forward to report another primary school pupil being suspiciously approached, bringing the total number of incidents to 4 in the last week. The mother of a 9-year-old boy who attends Murray Hills School came forward after police today confirmed a child reported being approached near the intersection between Warrender and George Streets at about 8:30 this morning. The incidents follow 2 other reports, including one where a man asked a girl to enter his vehicle to help look for a lost puppy. The mother says her son was followed by a blue people mover while walking home from school in Balmacewen Road yesterday afternoon. The vehicle is described as a dark blue people mover with silver rimmed wheels, a dint on the boot, tinted windows and has a white sticker with writing on it. Hundreds of budding young musicians are tuning up for the annual Otago Secondary School's Music Festival tonight. The event is in its 49th year and it appears it's still as popular as ever.
Fine-tuning an old favourite, musicians from around the region preparing for tonight's Otago Secondary School's Music Festival at the Dunedin Town Hall. St Hilda's music teacher Michael Grant says it's a great chance for local orchestras and choirs to join forces.
It's also a chance to showcase some of the smaller groups that have done particularly well in recent months, so Rock Quest, Chamber Music and the Big Sing, the choir competition.
It's the 49th festival and this year around 10 Otago schools are represented. Grant says it's an opportunity for musicians to gain some early experience in performing to a high standard.
Some of the schools have got smaller departments, so they don't get the opportunity to have the full orchestra sound or play with brass or play with a lot of woodwind instruments.
And he says the value of a musical education can't be underestimated.
It gives people more compassion and empathy for other people. It also allows people to who are like-minded, who have an interest in music and playing an instrument. This sort of event helps them to actually, get among other people who are very similar to them.
The secondary school's music festival kicks off at 6:30 tonight at the Town Hall in Dunedin, the South today.
A man has been arrested after Dunedin KFC staff suspected he was selling his own secret blend of herbs and spices in their car park. Police say they received a report yesterday afternoon of people doing drug deals outside the North Dunedin fast food outlet. The young man was pulled over by police after he drove out of the car park and was taken into custody. The 23-year-old is due to appear in court charged with driving while licence suspended. A KFC staff member has confirmed police were called due to suspicious behaviour in the car park. Former Government Digital Services Minister Claire Curran has admitted there may be more emails between her and entrepreneur Derek Handley on her private email account. The Dunedin South MP resigned last week as a minister, citing intolerable pressure following her removal from the cabinet. She earlier released correspondence from her Gmail account between her and Handley. The correspondence centres around the secret meeting she held with Handley, which ultimately led to her demotion. Today, Curran admitted there may be more emails when asked by reporters whether she'd released all the correspondence relating to her dealings with Handley. She declined to say what the subject of those emails was. Still to come on the South today, Gore commemorates 125 years of women being able to vote in New Zealand, and we take a look at government funding for tourism infrastructure in the South.
Into Shop on Carrot and discover a shop full of treasures. We have a fantastic range of vintage and retro clothes, upmarket clothing labels, collectible items, beautiful jewellery, quality linen and the best range of vintage haberdashery.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
Electrify NZ Dunedin sell quality European designed e-bikes with reliable componentry so that you too can wear the e-bike grin. Call in for your complimentary test ride today or book online. Find us at 249 Cumberland Street, phone 021 035 9820.
Spring is here and it's time to get in the garden. Ready Lawn will take care of your lawn needs, making Lawn Care a snap. They will install the perfect lawn while you plant your favourite flowers and vegetables. Call Ready Lawn today so you can enjoy the coming season.
When it's time to say goodbye to your pet, Heaven Sent Pet Cremations are here to help you through this difficult experience. Call Heaven Sent Pet Cremations today for their care and guidance. Phone 489 2274.
Step into Op Shop on St Andrew and discover a place with plenty of bargains for yourself, your friends and the whole family. We have new items arriving every day. Visit us for a fabulous range of economy and upmarket clothing, accessories, books, shoes and more. Shop with us and support your community.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole Map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
The Green Island Medical Centre offers everything for your family's needs. Whether you are travelling or coming in to discuss health symptoms, our medical staff provide the best of care. We offer Manage My Health, making booking an appointment or requesting a repeat prescription a breeze. We welcome families like yours. Give us a call today, phone 03 488 2754.
Welcome back. The government has announced almost $8.7 million in funding for tourism infrastructure in the south. Tourism Minister Kelvin Davis announced the projects to receive support as part of the second round of the Tourism Infrastructure Fund. Southland District Council was the biggest winner, getting over $5.7 million, including $5 million for the construction of a new land-based wastewater disposal system at Te Anau. Queenstown Lakes District Council received the second largest amount of support, getting over $2 million for the provision of toilet facilities across key locations throughout the district. Central Otago District Council and Dunedin City Council did not receive any funding as part of the second round. A group of Gore women donned traditional attire over the weekend to commemorate 125 years of women being able to vote in New Zealand. Well over 100 people packed into the Gore RSA to enjoy poems, reenactments, songs and information about women's suffrage.
We're going to get a vote!
Echoing the cry that rang out across New Zealand 125 years ago, just part of an event held in Gore over the weekend celebrating women's suffrage. It was a collaboration between the Gore Historical Society, Gore Women's Club and the Hokonui Pioneer Village and Museum.
One of the real pleasures of today is that it's public. We have a room meeting once a month in a church hall which is smaller than this. We're at the RSA functions room because it's bigger and can fit all of these people around tables, and it's lovely that other people can come.
Members of the Women's Club marched with signs saying "Give Women the Vote." The choir sung songs, and club member Olive Sinclair gave a reenactment of women washing their bloomers and corsets against a washboard as they would have back in the 1890s. Seaton says it's important to recall the strife women went through.
I grew up a long time ago and we were far more restricted than people are today. And if it wasn't for women's suffrage and the going forward and the getting the vote and helping, we'd have stayed way back then.
The Women's Club Play Reading Circle read letters written to the New Zealand Herald showing both male and female perspectives throughout the suffrage movement. The museum also bought equipment to teach people how to churn butter, all part of an effort to teach a wider audience about the legacy of the movement.
Life is much more free. People are able to become their own person today, and that's really, really important.
And she says it's important women are in government in New Zealand. In Gore, the South Today.
3 long-serving Southland Boys High School staff members have lost their jobs, with Rector Simon Coe saying there are structural weaknesses in the school's leadership model. Coe sent a letter to parents and caregivers outlining a decision to disestablish 3 assistant principal roles for the school, which has a roll of just under 1,000. In the letter, he says there is a need to improve the school's financial situation, but he told the Otago Daily Times the move to remove the assistant principal positions is not a cost-cutting exercise. He says the new senior leadership team structure will be in place at the start of the next school year. After the break on the South Today, Christchurch walkers are set to make use of the many river pathways restored since the Christchurch earthquakes, and we take a look at tomorrow's weather.
Step into Op Shop on St Andrew and discover a place with plenty of bargains for yourself, your friends and the whole family. We have new items arriving every day. Visit us for a fabulous range of economy and upmarket clothing, accessories, books, shoes and more. Shop with us and support your community.
The Green Island Medical Centre offers everything for your family's needs. Whether you are travelling or coming in to discuss health symptoms, our medical staff provide the best of care. We offer Manage My Health, making booking an appointment or requesting a repeat prescription a breeze. We welcome families like yours. Give us a call today, phone 03 488 2754.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole Map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
For more than 50 years, Roslyn Mowers and Heating have been selling and servicing quality lawn mowers and outdoor power equipment. Bring your mower, chainsaw, garden equipment in for repair or service and you go in the draw to win a Husqvarna petrol line trimmer. See you in store soon.
Interior designer Mornington are the curtain and blind experts. The team can even advise you on outdoor products and will ensure that everything is perfect. For interior design with flair, call Active to book your free in-home consultation or call into the showroom in Mornington.
Every Kiwi deserves a reliable garage door. Rely on Garador to protect your important stuff. Just like Darren, his Garador keeps his favourite ride in mint condition. We have a huge range at affordable prices. Visit our website for a free consultation. We stand behind every door.
Motor Trade Finance proudly brings you Rural Delivery. A look at the places and faces behind New Zealand agriculture. Tuesday evenings 8:30, repeating Saturday morning at 8 and Sunday afternoons 4:30.
Welcome back. Former Melbourne Rebels flanker Amanaki Murphy has pleaded not guilty to assaulting a teammate in Dunedin earlier this year. The 28-year-old Japanese international was charged with injuring with intent to his former teammate and childhood friend, Lopeti Timani. The charge stems from an early morning incident in South Dunedin following the Rebels' loss to the Highlanders in July. Murphy didn't appear in the Dunedin District Court this afternoon, but his lawyer Anne Stevens entered the not guilty plea and elected trial by jury on his behalf. The end of this month sees a festival of guided outdoor walks set to be held in Canterbury. The Christchurch Walking Festival aims to help people get out and appreciate the many river pathways restored since the Christchurch earthquakes.
Enjoying a day out in Canterbury. The Christchurch Walking Festival is holding a number of guided walks around the region later this month. Organisers say the program aims to encourage people to explore what's on their doorstep.
And a lot of those walks are guided walks. And really helping to take people into spaces that they may not have been into before, and highlighting some of the beautiful nature that's in those spaces as well. So we've got an Ashley River walk that shows you some of the nesting areas with birds with Doc, and that's been a really popular one. We've actually done 2 of those this year.
The initiative follows repairs to the destruction wrought along the riversides by the Christchurch earthquakes.
It's really about trying to make the rivers as accessible to people as possible, and there's a number of groups who are really trying to look at water quality within Christchurch, as well as the ecological benefits and the nature benefits that our rivers provide.
The walks have different themes, and there's even some designed to appeal to young families.
So we've got the Going on a Bear Hunt, which is a book, as well as the Gruffalo, which is a book, and Pukeko Stomp. So we're bringing those books to life through these preschooler walks and putting them into beautiful nature areas.
The Christchurch Walking Festival will run from the end of September until mid-October. In Christchurch, for the South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. Close on 7,000 students take the stage at Otago Polyfest this week. Dunedin Secondary School pupils perform in tonight's Otago Secondary School's Music Festival. And MP Claire Curran admits there may be more emails on her private email account. And time now for a look at tomorrow's weather.
Tonight's weather proudly brought to you by Mole Map.
Today's southern view is of roof repairs on St Mary's Church in Timaru. Looking at the situation, warmer temperatures are on their way for the rest of the week as northwesterly airflow increases, strong at times with some gales possible inland on Thursday and at the weekend. Looking to the northwest of the South Island, Greymouth and Westport will be cloudy with some rain, both with a high of 15 degrees. Across to the northeast, Nelson mostly fine with a high of 17 and similar for Blenheim with a high of 19 degrees. And to Canterbury, mostly fine in Kaikoura with a high of 16. Christchurch fine for you as well, 17 degrees, while Ashburton can expect clear skies and a high of 19. To the southern outlook, Balclutha, Catlins, Gore and Lumsden can all expect freshening northwesterlies, cloud increasing and highs of 15 or 16. In central Otago, Alexandra, Queenstown and Wanaka are in for moderate northwesterlies, clear skies and highs of 17 or 18. Tiano can expect freshening northwesterlies with rain later on and a high of 15. Up to the northern outlook, everyone can look forward to moderate northwesterlies, clear skies and highs of 17 degrees for Omarama and Twizel. Cooler along the coast with Oamaru and Timaru expecting highs of around 14 or 15 degrees. Here in Dunedin tonight, some clouds and an overnight low of 5. Fine tomorrow with sunny periods and some clouds, moderate northeasterly winds, 13 and 5 degrees. Milder northwesterlies freshening on Thursday with sunny periods and high clouds, a high of 18 and a low of 8. And in Invercargill tonight, fine with an overnight low of 3 degrees. Fine with high cloud increasing tomorrow and milder northwesterlies freshening, a high of 14 and a low of 7. Strong gusty northwesterlies on Thursday with cloudy skies and scattered rain. Winds ease late in the day, a high of 15 and a low of 7. That's all for our news this Tuesday. For the latest news from the southern region, head online and follow us on Facebook, YouTube and at channel39.co.nz as well as odt.co.nz. Thanks for joining us. Take care. Ka kite anō.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.